Howdy folks, Podium52. Hope you are well. You know what? Our motorcycles are heavy, heavy pieces of machinery. And you remember those times, maybe when you started driving your car, that you would get someplace and you're like, I don't remember driving here. Do we ever do that on the bike? Do we ever get complacent? Lose our focus? Pretty dangerous on something that's this heavy, isn't it? So I was reminiscing the other day with an old buddy about the things we did when we were younger. Kind of crazy, right? And when you're younger, you probably are not... Smart's probably the wrong word. Let's just say you don't have life experiences. Maybe you don't have as much wisdom yet. And you'll get it. And you'll get it through experiences. Let me give you an example of a stupid thing I used to do. I grew up in Michigan. I had a grandmother that lived in Windsor. And we used to go across the bridge in Detroit when we first had our driver's license. I think maybe we were 18. Because we could drink over there legally. Now, my grandmother lived right over the bridge, and it was like right behind a McDonald's. So we used to go to a couple bars. Now, in a car, right? If we felt we had too much to drink, we'd stop at McDonald's, get something to eat, try to sober up, only to come back across the bridge, where there are basically people questioning you, what are you doing there? And easy way to get yourself in really trouble, right? And then we lived probably 30 minutes from the bridge. I grew up, maybe 40 minutes from the bridge. Then you're like, you get home, you drop your buddy off, you pull in the driveway and go, oh my God, thank God. God, the car got me home. And it's like it had GPS in it. And then you're realizing, I don't remember getting here. That's not real smart now, is it? Now, first thing I want to say is I've been thinking about talking about this topic, and a week or two ago, it's funny, Harley day rider HDR, our good old friend HDR, as you know, is one of my best buds, and he did a video somewhat similar, and I sent him a text, and I'm like, dude, I was just going to do a video on that. What a great topic. And, of course, he said great minds, and we talked about how great we were. Just kidding. So I want to first give him credit for that and on his video. And I'm going to leave a link to that video at the end of this video so you can click on that. So you can click on that and go right to the video and Harley Day Rider's channel. And if you're not a subscriber to his channel, I would encourage you to go check out the videos, check and listen to him. And then you'll make the decision for yourself, and I'm sure you'd be glad to hit that subscribe button if you don't already. So, get that lady out with her kid. The good thing about being in the country, right? Cows, a lady on a tractor with her grandkid. By the way, if cows are laying down, does that mean it's going to rain? Anyway, so I'm like, that's kind of crazy. And you grow up and you think you're a little bit smarter. So nowadays, we're a little bit smarter, so we pay a little more attention. Probably talking on our phones while we're driving. For me, it's on a speaker, right? So I'm not touching a device. And as we know, there's so many people that text nowadays. And we're kind of, maybe at times even in that same, crap, I'm not sure how I got here, right? So is that, and there's they follow my channel. I say it all the time. I'm like, focus, Podium, focus, right? Because I'll be all over the darn place, right? That's just how I'm wired, right? But so I'm watching one of my videos before I edit it, and I realized a couple things. I realized that I talk with my hands. Now, it's not a lot. It's not Harley Day Rider talk with your hands, because that guy's always talking with his hands, right? But I'll notice multiple times, or let me rephrase that, most of the time, you will only see one hand on the bars. I'll keep the other hand down here. Sometimes put it up here. You know, am not normally fully gripping this 950-pound motorcycle. Now, when you got to weave to somebody, that's different. But you should probably do that and come back back up, right? I don't do that. So today happened to be one of those days that the weather was really crappy last night and this morning, and it got a little bit better. You can see the rain stopped, and but it's extremely windy. I don't know what exactly it is, but it's not too bad. I'm taking this road, one, because I like the road, and two, I'm kind of not out in the country where the wind's blowing this bike and me all around, right? But I'm watching my videos, and I'm like, dude, you're really not probably real safe sometimes. And then I'm like, well, that's okay. I'm experienced. There's times where you're not going to always have two hands on the wheel, right? By the way, if you ever hear my truck and it sounds like that, come smack me in the back of the head, will you? But I'm just like, I got to get better at that. And then I'm like, all right, I need to maybe start making sure that I'm a little more focused. And I wouldn't say I do it all the time. I would say there's some times, and I may still be focused on the road and still not be in the proper position. But there are times you're like, Mrs. Bunny's like, oh, where'd you ride? I went out here and I went out here. I don't remember, right? That I probably should be a little more focused. So I don't know if that happens to you or not. Do you ever... Now, first of all, there's going to be multiple people, and maybe it's true, that will say, when I'm on the motorcycle, I am 100% focused all the time. And maybe that's true. Maybe you're exaggerating. If you really think about it, is there any time that maybe you had something else on your mind? Now, I would tell you that I try at this point to not go out if I can't be focused. So a lot of times, hey, maybe you have a bad day at work, the dog eats your homework, I don't know, whatever happens, right? And you get a little ticked, and sometimes you go out and you can ride for 5 minutes and that helps you, right? But then there's other times where you may not be able to get your focus back quickly, right? So have you ever done that, and do you do that? So then I'm like, okay, so how do I make that something that I actually do instead of just doing a video on it? So I've decided what I'm going to try to do is every time I'm out, I'm going to try to work on something a little bit different. I think it was HDR that told me he used to watch his old videos to see, to evaluate his own riding, right? And I'm like, man, that's always stuck in my head. I'm like, that's kind of what got me thinking that my hands are all over the place sometimes, right? So I'm like, man, that's a good idea. So I think the next time I'm out, I'm going to have one thing that I'm going to focus on, right? Whether it's right now, whether it's lane position, right? At 1/3, trying to stay in that lane position, or making sure that, my stops are different or complete, I'm turning the right way, just practicing my turns. I think there's always got to be something that we got to work on. Now, I will tell you from a lane position perspective, right after I get by this tree right here, it may be a little bit difficult. Yeah, there you go. Because it's a little bit windy. But, I just wondered if that happens to you. And is it possible that while we know how dangerous motorcycling can be, so we're always making sure that we are watching others, the old, somebody's pulling out, don't watch the driver, watch the wheels. I mean, all the things that we know we need to do. Is it possible sometimes that our head's not in the right space and we need to find a way to either snap ourselves into the right space or keep the motorcycle in the garage? I don't know. Maybe you guys are better at that than I am, but I can tell you, and especially after looking at a couple of my videos, that I think I got to make sure that I continue to stay focused. Believe it or not, I think motovlogging, while has the potential to help you lose your focus, I think for me it actually helps me a little bit in some odd way. But, at the end of the day, we all want to ride safe, enjoy this fantastic sport that we have, and make sure that we go home to our families and friends. So I say this to this video to expose and hold myself accountable, but I care about all of you. I appreciate you looking at my channel, and I want all of us to be safe. So love to hear your comments and your thoughts, and if there's something else that you think that we all need to be careful about, or something you do to help you a little bit, please share it. You get one thing from one person that helps you, and it makes you a better rider and safer. So that is it for Bodie 52. Thanks for checking into the channel. I appreciate you. Be safe on and off the motorcycle, and we'll talk to you again soon, folks. Bye-bye.